Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Presence is more important than physicality. Now I'm saying this, and I always talk about the body game and everything, but the body game is just the foundation. The foundation. And even when we're talking about looks, you still gotta have presence. When you go in that room, when you come in that room, women have to know you there. Women have to feel you. And see, that's more than just how you look. It's like I remember a woman I dealt with in recent years. And when I worked with her on one of my 1,000 jobs. In fact, a couple of women, they said they knew when, they didn't have to turn around. They knew I was there. It's like when women know when a player comes into a room, they can feel it. All presence means is they can feel it. They know you there. And it's not just your physicality. Yeah, because you get some guys, yeah, they might have good bone structure. They might have good height. Might have a good body build. But they got zero charisma. They got zero charisma. They quiet. They something. They don't stand out. A woman doesn't feel them. See, a presence just means a woman feels them. Now, how would you get that? Because I know invariably somebody will say, well, how could I get that? Well, you do still have to have that physicality. But then how are you dressing? And then how are you walking? How are you talking? How are you carrying yourself? Are you walking into a room, or you walking period like you own the world, or you walking slow? Let me talk about that walk thing, because that's very important for presence. Are you walking like you scared, you got your shoulders slumped, or you walking with your shoulders up? You walking with your head up? Are you looking people in the eye? That's presence. It's all those intangible things. Yeah, you can have the physicality. Shoot, you can have the height. You can have the height. You can even have the bone structure for looks. Even have some muscularity. But what kind of presence do you have? Like I've met some dudes. Hey, they look like they go in the gym all the time, but they didn't have that presence. In fact, there was a gym I went to. There was a young man. He would go in there, and he was actually taller than me. So, anybody taller than me is 6 feet. He was taller than me. But his presence, he would walk around like, he didn't have any energy. But then he worked out. I saw him again a year later, and he had been working out. He had more presence. It's how you moving. Are you moving like you scared? Or are you moving like you own the world? Are you moving like you can take over something? Like your walk is your presence. How you holding your head? How you looking at people? Your presence is your voice intonation. Are you talking like strong, like powerful? Are you talking like this? Just really not getting anything. No, and you don't have to turn up your stuff. Because you get some guys like that. Because remember what I said on Wednesday in my sit-down video. It takes more than looks. Women looking for that. In fact, women, they look for that vibe in a man. They looking for how they feel around him. That's presence. They know you in the room. Just like I said, when players walk in a room, women know it. They can feel it. They can feel when he's in the room. They can feel his presence. And he might not even have all of that. And see, that's a combination. Have that presence is more than just your physicality. It's how you dressing. It's what type of shoes you wearing. It's how you walking. It's your posture. I never forget this young lady. She did a webinar for my private group, and she had mentioned posture. She had talked about posture is very important. Very, very important. That's part of it. How you walking. Like a woman, I remember a woman told me one time, she said, Ron, your walk is sexy. Your walk is sexy. They know it. If you walking in a room, are you walking in like you don't belong there? You being real quiet. You got a quiet presence. Or you walking in like, yeah, you got something. Like your movement, your energy in your movement. You walking powerful or you walking weak? You walking with your back up? Are your eyes, you looking at everyone in the eye when you talking to them? All of that's presence. Yeah, you can have that bone structure on your face. You can have that face card. You can have that height. You can be, over 6 feet. And like I mentioned that young man before, he didn't have presence. He was taller than me, but he didn't have that presence. He didn't have that presence. You could halfway like not notice him in the gym. You could halfway not notice him. But he worked on that. You can even have, you can even have like some muscles on your body, but how you moving. And I've seen other people like that. They just moving. Oh, I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. It was like I mentioned a few weeks ago when I was in a barber shop. And it was an Asian guy. But he had a presence to him. The way he was walking, the way he was articulating himself, because I heard him talking a bit. I was like, oh, okay, he got presence. He been around some brothers. That's presence right there. You got to have that. It's more important. And I'm going to say it's more important because that's one of the things it comes down to. Women go on vibes. They go on a presence. Women go on how you make them feel. Indeed, that's why some guys, they trying to figure it out. They were like, well, I've been called handsome, by that Nana and them. Been called handsome. It was like, wait a minute, I'm over 6 feet. How come I'm not getting the women? You don't have that presence. You don't have these other things. You don't have those intangibles. You're not confident within yourself. That's the biggest thing. You got to walk and carry yourself out here like you literally own the world. It got to be that powerful. Women, trust me, women looking for that. They want to feel that. They want to feel that electricity when they're around you. And confidence really brings it out of you. So you can't mess around with it. And you're not going to get it overnight. And I know some guys will be like, well, what can I do? Well, I told you. You gotta be confident in yourself. You gotta walk differently. You gotta hold your head up. You gotta have good posture. Shoot, you gotta dress well. Don't think just your physicality. Yeah, you might have some good bone structure. You might have good height, even a good body build. But if you don't have presence, that could really hurt you. In fact, I've said it several times. There's several guys who are non-select, who are considered nice guys. If you really look at them, their physicality, you'll be like, well, wait a minute. I thought they would be selected. It's like, no, it takes a bit more. It takes a bit more. It takes that presence. You gotta have it. Work on it, all right? Work on it. And you start with the confidence, the belief in yourself. And let me just say something about that real quick. When you believe in yourself, you're just going to show in how you move, how you interact with people, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for now. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.